Hi there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So on this video, I'm gonna teach you how to set up Discord onboarding. And right now, as you can see right here, I am currently inside Discord. Now for some reason you don't have a server of your own, here's how you create one. So just look for this logo right here. It should be a plus sign or a cross sign that says add a server. If you click on it right there, you can create your own, start from a template. Now this is a new feature because Discord doesn't allow before to have a template. So you can choose the templates here presetted so you don't have to start from scratch. Anyway, if you have an invite, you can join a server on this option. If you click create your own, this will start from scratch. So if you click right there, you're gonna have another option to make it a community or just for you and your friends. Also guys, just a disclaimer, you can change this option later on. So for now, if you're not sure what to do, skip this question right here and you'll be good to go. Now once you created your Discord server, it should look like this. I just created this one a few minutes ago because I want to take you step by step. And now once you're here, I suggest create some sample channels. So the above section is text, below section is voice. And then the first thing we want to do is make this or turn this into a community. To do that, simply click on that option right there and then go to server settings. Perfect. Now once in server settings, look for enable community. And once here, simply click on get started. And with this one, verified email required. And with this one, scan media, just click on next. And now for the second step here, you should create one for me or general. These are just rules and guidelines. Just choose one. I'm gonna go for text form right there, community updates channel. We're just presetting some updates here or where should they be. Now it's also fine to create one for me, it's really up to you. And click on next. And for this one last step, just simply click on the agree and understand. These are just authorizations, some fine prints. So finish setup right there. And we have just enabled our server to become a community. Next up, after clicking that enable community, you should see this option that says onboarding. So right here, you'll have some steps. So basically, you're not gonna get lost here. So if I click on check it out right there, let's confirm your safety setup. Click on got it, and with this one, you're gonna have 5 options. Safety setup, you can read protection, DM and spam protection, auto mode, and permissions. Just choose one or edit for now. I'm gonna click on next right now. So with this one, default channels, this is it. As you can see right here, must include at least 7 channels. And that is the reason why I made some sample channels from earlier. So must include 5 channels where everyone can read and send. So basically right now, I'm just gonna type, choose some channels here. And now once you have selected the channels, simply click on next. Next step, this are now setting up the customized question. So ask question to help members pick additional channels and roles. So roles is a different section here, should be run there. But for now, let's dwell our time in here for the questions. Now you'll see right here we have pre-join questions. Pre-join questions is the questions a guy or a girl or a member trying to join the community or your Discord server will be asked to. For example, what do you want in this community? By the way guys, this is the blank or space where you can edit the question. For example, who are you looking for? Something like that. And then with that being said, at least one answer is required. I can add an answer. For example, something like I'm gonna go for Naruto. And I enter description, sample description, something like that. Assign channels and roles. So for this one, I'm just gonna assign this one for text 1. I can also assign it for text 2. I can also assign it for text 3. Now for roles, as you can see, I don't have a role yet. And that being said, I can just cancel and then go back to roles here. So since we have incomplete questions, I'm just gonna remove this one just for now, just for the sake of the discussion. I'm gonna go to roles. Now for roles, we're gonna create a role right there, and you can add even how much you want. For example, on this one, I'm gonna time this on sample role. For the permissions, they're really editable here. And by the way guys, I have a video on how to fully dive in roles, so I suggest check them out. So you can change the color there. You can even add some emojis here, but I'm not gonna do that for now. I can choose an image. Display role members as you see fit. I think I'm gonna save that one. And with that being said, I can create a role right there for a new one. Let's just say for this one, I'm gonna go with sample role 2. Color green with that one. And for this one, this is the permissions with the basic role. I'm gonna save the changes right now, and I have a role to work with. Going back on the onboarding, so with this one again, I'm just gonna retain the default question, add an answer. So for this one, what do you want? To have friends. And then description, I'm just gonna type in sample description right there for discussion purposes. So for the assigned channels, I'm gonna go with text 1, text 2, and basically text 3. For roles right now, I'm gonna choose sample role. You can choose 2 by the way, but I'm gonna go with 1 here. Now, just for fun, I'm gonna pick an emoji and click on save. Now I have 1 answer. Also guys, you can choose more than 1 by the way. For example, on this one, sample answer 2. Enter description, sample description 2. And this one I'm gonna assign it with general voice channels, like so. I'm gonna go number 2 there, and for this with the heart, something like that. Now you might ask me, what's the purpose of having more than 1 answers? Because not all people have the same answers, right? And by the way guys, you can add an option here. If you click on this one, they should answer this before they can enter. But for me personally, I don't like that. And this is the option where you can add another question. For example, what do you want for notifications for? You can add here silent, something like that. I'm gonna type in 3, and for this one, I'm just gonna randomly assign 2. Like so. I think you're getting the gist of it, right? Now, on this lower part, we're gonna have post join questions. Now you might ask me, what are those questions? So post join questions are members will be asked these questions after they join your server. So for example, these are the post join servers or questions. So what of topics channels do you want? I think you can type in here general. I'm just gonna type in your sample description 4. I think guys, you're really getting the hang of it right now, right? It's pretty easy, pretty fun actually, because you can fully customize the features here. So again, questions number there. And by the way guys, just an additional information. For example, you have more than 1 question, right? You see those 6 dots right there? If you click on it, you can change which question goes first. Pretty awesome, right? Just an additional information for you. So for the sake of discussion, I want to explain this very quickly. If you have more than, or rather you have a question that requires more than 10 or more than 13 answers, you're gonna have a drop down icon. So right now, you can just add 13 here, for example, English, Filipino, Mandarin, and so on and so forth. And then for the pre-join or post-join questions, you're gonna have a drop-down answers. It's not just gonna be 1 or 2 answers there. Now for the step number 4, by the way, we have a step here, 1 to 5, so you won't get lost. Anyway, for step number 4, server guide. So the first thing you'll notice is the welcome sign. If you click setup welcome sign right there, the messages order, of course this is going to be you. For example, hi, I am, something like that, officially welcoming you to my server. Now I'm just going to retain it as it is. Click on save. We have now a welcome sign. So new members to dos, set up 3 to 5 tasks for your new members to dos. So you're going to have here, for example, add a task, post a photo of your pet. I'm going to type the number 1, just for the sake of discussion, okay? And then where should they do it? Just choose a channel where they can do it. I'm just going to choose general there. And then you can upload a thumbnail with this specific task. With that being said, this task is complete when members sends a message in the channel or members visits the channel. So since this is going to be regarding a typing task, I suggest choosing this one. If this is only about entering or visiting, choose this one right there. It really is a case-to-case basis. So simply click on save. So we have 1 task already, and the second one is read the rules. You can add, I think, up to 3 to 5 tasks right there. Now for resource pages, so turn read-only channels into fancy resource pages. If you click on this one, add a resource, you can choose this one. This is just, for example, their help guide, their glossary, their contact basis, or basically their help guide or their manual regarding your server Discord. So I'm gonna type in this one, manual help or something like that. This is where you seek answers regarding questions. You can also add the thumbnail right there, but with the aspect ratio of 1:1 only. Click on save, and now you have a resource page. Now for this one, service guide banner. Now banner is for paid subscription only. It's just basically a cover photo. If you see on here, this is the preview. So again, this is gonna be the name. This is the welcome message. These are the questions and the task to do's. And the one behind right there is gonna be the banner. Pretty awesome, right? So I think we're almost done here. I'm gonna click on next. So we see here right here at you're missing a few items. So default channels, you must have 7. Server guide, you must have a welcome message, at least 3 to do tasks. So we're gonna edit this one first. I'm gonna add some more channels here, wherein I cannot add here. Basically, I need to add it in the server itself. So I'm gonna click on escape here. And then with this one, I'm just gonna type here, channel 6. And then I'm gonna add some more here. I'm gonna type here, channel 7. Just for the sake of the discussion, let's add some more here. And now add channel 8. And right now, I'm gonna go back on the server settings. So I just showed you how to fix your errors if you might encounter some. So again, go back on onboarding, click on next until you go back on the review. So you already have default channels. The next problem is gonna be the server guide. So you must have a welcome message and at least 3 to do tasks. So we only have, I think, 1 here. I'm gonna add some more. I'm gonna type in post a photo of your pet. Where should they do it? I think I'm gonna with number 3, sends a message. So we need 1 more. I'm just gonna type in read the rules. And then with that being said, I'm gonna go here with rules, of course, and members visit the channel. Please pay attention that this is the only one available for choosing because I only chose rules. They cannot send a message here. Please take note about that one. Click on save and you'll be good to go. So click on next, and right now we have a go sign. So there is an option here to click preview. So basically this is how new members are seeing your Discord channel. You can skip, choose all that apply, for example, like so. So I'm gonna go back on onboarding settings right there, and with one click of a button, I have enabled onboarding. Pretty awesome, right? You can disable them on this option, so it's disabled altogether. Enable it with the other option right there. Please pay your attention, you can disable the server guide only without disabling the default channels and questions. By the way guys, this is still a free version, so you can have a boosted server if you want. That really depends on you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.